Hello, my name is Stuart Mease, Executive Director of Employee Relations at Wake Forest University. We're back at it again, giving you an update on the college recruiting industry. And so what have we learned during COVID, and what does the future hold for our career services industry? That's a big question everyone's asking. Now, trends from previous years we know are definitely speeding up, shaping the industry. It's clear virtual events are here to stay, as evidenced by videos like this, what we're doing for you all. But here are 5 other trends that our team has identified as being important in the future. And which one of these do you think will be most important moving forward? I'm going to list these and ask you all to go to our other LinkedIn page and vote. We'd love your participation in this. So here are 5 trends that we think that we're seeing. First, student engagement. More effort will be required by students moving forward. Second, outreach to employers. Schools such as us must maintain these relationships by adding value. Third, stronger internal collaboration is needed at schools to navigate these external shifts. 4, we feel that vendors are going to dictate the future career services based off of what they're creating. And then 5th, differentiation will be a key for everyone, students, employers, and schools. And maybe there's another thing out there that you'd like to add. Please go to our LinkedIn page. You'll see the link here at the bottom. We'd love for you to participate in that. So what are we seeing here at Wake Forest? Well, let's start off with postings. So all postings are up 8.2% year over year. That's pretty good. But if you're a senior, those postings are down 2.7% for full-time jobs. But internships are up a whopping 36%. You wouldn't think that. Okay, so many opportunities available for underclassmen as in the past. We continue to source jobs by our account managers who have been working tirelessly on this. And we're seeing that twice as many applications for those jobs are occurring compared to the jobs that are available in the Handshake network. So kudos to our account managers for pulling those out and helping the students. We feel like we've got a good rhythm there to help these students. Now, applications. What we're seeing, all applications by students are up 68% year over year. Full-time applications are up 56%. So those seniors are really motivated and putting in more work. And also internship applications are up 86%. So that's a good trend, especially with there being more internships that are available. Now, another thing that we see are brand names are benefiting from a lot of these applications from these students. So traditional powerhouses like EY, Deloitte, Goldman Sachs, and JP Morgan are certainly leading the way from that, these established brands. Now, in terms of industries and companies hiring at Wake Forest, what you're seeing is a bit of a dichotomy, if you would, in terms of understanding supply that the market and companies are available to have, and then the student demand in terms of where they actually want to go to work. So let me give you an example. For internships, for example, commercial banking and credit sees a 140% increase in that industry in internships, yet there's a 3% decline in applications. Conversely, brand marketing internships have the supply has declined by 3.5%, but yet there's a 275% increase in applications. So understanding the market is very critical in terms of odds and probability of seeing what your competition is moving forward from these students. From a geographic location issue, what we're seeing with full-time job postings, there is an increase year over year in the South region, Southwest regions, and Middle Atlantic regions of the U.S., while the Northwest, West, and Midwest are showing declines during the same time. Pretty interesting factoid there. Marketing-related roles, not sales, but marketing-related roles by industry and function continue to be the biggest laggard year over year. Now, industries and companies that are hiring, we've documented this many times over, and I won't go into too much into this, but software developers, accountants, sales, business development. These are where some of the functional areas are that are needing the most individuals at this particular time. As we talked about last time, the demand for higher wage talent coming right out. So your masters, MBAs are down. We're even seeing some cases of that in terms of some of the events that we've hosted as it relates to some of the master's and doctoral students as well. Now, one thing we keep getting asked, and we're monitoring this, is the emergence of any type of extended internship during the academic breaks. As you know, many schools will be ending their face-to-face offerings on campus around Thanksgiving and won't resume until February, which provides about 8 to 10 weeks for these students to potentially pick up something. We have not seen any evidence of employers trying to take advantage of that at this time, perhaps because of the time of the year, or they simply still don't know what their needs are moving forward. However, we do see a continued demand for these short-term paid project sites, such as Parker Dewey, which has really come on at this particular time. Now, certifications and specialized skills are going to be in demand. We continue to tell students about the importance of this, about doing LinkedIn learning courses or doing whatever they can during this extended break to hone a skill or to teach them something themselves. So things such as project management continue to be a very important trait that the student can pick up. Sales, Excel, programming, any type of foreign language is another thing that they can really differentiate themselves at this particular time. In terms of employer activity, I just touched on it a minute ago, but we're seeing very low responses for employers to commit to first quarter 2021 events. And we think it's just a product of what's happening with the uncertainties in public policy, post-election, the outbreak of the virus intensifying, and just the lingering economy. People just don't know how this is going to translate into their own companies into hiring. So that is something we're keeping a close eye on as well. Career centers, other career centers, we hear a lot about that they're concerned about the extended break and the impacts that's going to have on engagement and employment outcomes. At graduation, we're anticipating a much, much stronger, more active, hopefully, that is, just-in-time hiring that would be done, say, after spring break in the first and second quarter. We hope that's the case for students, which happens every year, but this year we anticipate and hopeful that there will be much more of that for these graduating seniors. We also see that there's a continued emergence of these niche events that companies and students are participating in, not as many larger scaled events. And then we continue to hear from directors about reporting, collecting information, key metrics around strategic plans and goals that they have becomes more difficult this year moving forward because of the virtual nature. So what are we seeing for job seekers? Again, I've been saying this from the beginning, you got to apply. Our students have done this. We are seeing a cooling of postings year over year. We don't really know what's going to happen come 2021. So if you're a student, apply to anything that you can see out there right now, even though it may not be exactly your dream job. Try and upskill during this break. Take these LinkedIn learning courses, try and get some type of specialized skill that I just outlined there. I think that could be a differentiator for them. Another factor is to understand the labor market. So what I was saying before, there's opportunities in commercial banking and credit, not as many in marketing and brand. Think about that. Think about what your odds are going to be going into that and invest your time appropriately into some of these industries. Again, even if it's not your primary dream job, so to speak. And then, unfortunately, the career centers can't fill the gap like they have many times in the past through offline events, virtually. Unfortunately, a lot more effort is going to be required by the student. And hopefully during these next 6 to 8 months, there'll be opportunities, there'll be ways in which you can engage to invest that time that you need in order to fill in some of the gap of applying more, doing the prep, education, et cetera, follow up with these companies. So that's what we're seeing right now. Hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving, and we look forward to talking to you next time. Don't forget, go to the poll and vote. We'd love to have your input. Till next time, hang in there.